Yes, sir. Y'all already know who it is. Y'all know where we at. It's your boy MP here. As always, thank you for tuning in to another wonderful, exciting Black History Month of many editions for Black History Month episode, of Live from the Couch podcast. Of course, I got you, my man to the right,
Mr. Gray,
and the lady of the couch,
Candace Joy. Proud to the people, y'all.
As always, power to the people. But of course, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button so that you are subscribed to the channel, so y'all get our notifications when we drop our videos on the YouTube. You know, make sure y'all hit subscribe and hit subscribe again. For all my social media people, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at LFTC Podcast. Also on Twitter, LFTC_podcast. For all my audio listeners, you know you got to get your jog. You chilling in traffic. You chilling in the crib. You need something to vibe to. Make sure you are subscribed to us, following us, or whatever that add-on button is to whatever platform you listen to us. Bars is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Damn, Candace. Oh, you're listening.
That was buttery smooth.
It was. Yeah, I was like, all right, Melvin from
You guys go high.
Candace White.
Okay, Michelle Obama.
You guys go high, so I have to level it out.
All right.
By taking
that was smooth. That was
like
smooth.
the low
Jack.
melodies.
Okay, smooth Candace here.
You know.
So it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you guys. You know, motherfuckers be busy.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers do be busy. It's tough to get the whole gang together.
Which is good. You know, starting the
Good.
year off, you know, with a nice
ground
little
running.
flow. Right. You know.
Yeah,
It's good.
definitely. You know, it's tough to get the gang together, chop it up, get into these topics, the things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? But we finna delve into it for Black History Month. It's Black History Month, man.
Yeah.
It's Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is Black History, though.
I was born in this
Disclaimer.
month.
That's very true. That was very true.
And
What-
Black History Month is redundant, but we won't get into that.
Black History Month is redundant.
Right.
Okay.
We won't get into that.
Yeah,
but
we can
Gary
get into
has
it.
a birthday this month
I was
as
born
well.
in this month.
You was born
So
this month?
Gary is Black
Born
History.
this month. I was born February 12th.
February 12th.
Yes.
Abraham Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
You
That's
know,
Friday, y'all.
that's Friday.
Friday. It's Friday.
Wait, that's this Friday? Mm-hmm. Damn, nigga, you get old.
I know, man.
Damn, what you, 37?
Shut up. No.
I mean, educated
No,
guess.
you.
Okay, thank you. All right, we're going to shoot the man. Shoot the messenger. Shoot the messenger.
No, I will be 34.
34.
34 years young.
34 years young, man. I don't, you know, I used to be like, oh, I don't feel it. I finally I feel like, oh yeah, I'm
getting up there.
Getting up there. Like, you know, stuff is aching a little bit. You get tired at times where you're like, I could go to sleep right now
Right.
at 3:30, you know,
PM.
you know. Yeah, man, and it's, you know, waking up crack of dawn. Like, I used to make fun of like my grandparents. Would be like, why are you guys up so early? Like, they were done with like 3 loads of laundry, you know, then smoked
by
and had a
noon.
whole glass of wine. Not even by noon. By the time we get up, 9 a.m. Like, they like the breakfast is done. They done ate twice, you know, and I'm like,
That's
man, now I
so
understand.
crazy.
Because I'm up at 5:30, 6 a.m. like without my will. Like, just I'm just waking up. It's like, man, I want to go back to sleep, but my body doesn't even let me anymore. So I've officially reached that age, I feel, you know.
Damn.
But hey.
Well,
What are you gonna do?
Congratulations. You know, it's funny.
You embrace it. That's what
I've been feeling that way, I think, since quarantine. Like, I just been waking up. Like, it's like, damn, let's just wake up and be like, damn, it's fucking 6, 7 o'clock.
Because the hours mesh,
Yeah.
you know, because it's like you go to sleep because you're like, man, I did everything that I needed to do because all I have to do is be at home. So
Right.
I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm tired now because I did everything. And then you wake up and you realize, okay, I did have 6 hours of sleep. However, it's 3 a.m. and now like you're up watching, you know, Wentworth.
That's another thing, you know, quarantine has been a whirlwind, but it also, people don't realize that you can get like mental fatigue as well. So you can sit in bed all day and still just be tired just from exhaustion of whatever you're thinking about, especially stress. You know,
Whatever
what I'm
you're
saying?
consuming.
Whatever you're
phone
consuming,
or-
that is, you know, and that's mostly what people are most likely doing.
Right.
If they're not, you know, making a point to get out and still see the world.
Yeah.
Within
Safely.
within quarantine,
with the mask on.
guidelines. But you know, sun is necessary. You know, vitamin D is necessary.
Yeah,
These
no,
are the
that
things
shit's real.
that keep our immune systems, you know, going.
Wait, we got more than one immune system?
Why we're trying to block it is a
She said immune systems as in talking of a group.
Oh, people. Oh, I thought
like we have
like,
multiple immune systems.
Oh, she said immune
We're not
system.
animals.
our immune systems.
Right.
Multiple people.
Oh, okay. She said, I'm like, I thought there was another
It's
Candace.
grammatically correct. It's
I
grammatically
thought it was another Candace fable. I was ready to break it and have her give me some guidance with it. I didn't know that, you know. But so we're gonna give an early happy birthday to Gary, guys. Y'all make sure y'all leave him an
But
early
he's a
happy
jolly
birthday,
good fellow,
guys.
which is what we
you know,
get
cash
tonight.
at the man.
Yeah.
You want to drop your
Just $1. Just $1. GLG 25. You know,
dollar,
everybody
make it
cash-
holler. You know what I'm
It's $1.
saying? If you give him 5, he might go live. If you give him
Good
10,
use.
you might not see him again. If you throw the dub,
I give you a hug.
Oh,
hey, bars.
Hey.
But so
Within quarantine.
church hug.
there's a lot of sanitation on there.
Mask up. 6 feet. Air hug.
Virtual hug.
You know.
Oh, you're touching my neck.
Zoom.
Bring your hand down. Okay.
Right. Zoom. 30-second window. If you missed the window, you missed the hug. That's
Damn.
it.
Damn. No
Could you
love
imagine?
lost.
Could you imagine if things were like
crazy.
that? I feel like we're gonna get there. I don't know. We'll see.
That's a possibility. Ain't no telling.
Things could just, I don't know. Anyway,
But to get into it, again, it's Black History.
Yeah.
I want to say first and foremost, I love all my black people. I love you all with the
Say
bottom
it
of my heart.
loud.
Y'all don't understand.
Yes.
I'm about as, I don't know. I think Candace probably got me beat by 2 notches of probably pro-black, but
we're all pro-black because what else is there to be?
Right.
nothing else. But so to get into the topic today, it's been a while. A lot has happened. One thing that has happened is a lot of challenges that black females have dove into and have created.
Also,
created. Yes, I told you. Candace got 2 notches on me. See, I said I've been a part of. She created. Do not leave out of that word. Continue, Michael.
You know they like to steal, but anyway.
Right.
And a lot of black women, and I've enjoyed them. I'm not gonna lie. Very,
So much.
very,
Bust it.
but hey, very beautiful.
So
you motherfuckers cold.
much.
I ain't even gonna lie. Like,
These guys.
Can we get a
No,
sequel?
I've enjoyed them. I've enjoyed them as
Bust
well.
it too.
like
Who's doing the remix? Can we get it going like how the Touch It was? Busta Rhymes.
Touch
Where it
It,
had like
bring it
7
back.
remixes. Throw the ladies
Oh my
on
God,
there.
it
The
did.
children. Who cares? Okay.
it was beautiful.
Whatever.
Loved it. Very, very good.
It's great.
But we always got those, those motherfuckers that for some reason, and this is why I have this shirt on. I want to say, fuck you. Insecure people.
See? That's how you read that.
Selfish people. Yes. Selfish. I'm gonna say, and I'm saying this very politely. You might not have gotten to your maturity point or comfortable point of yourself where you want to talk down, belittle, and really come at people very disgustfully. Ooh,
That's not a word.
Disgustingly.
It's not-
That might not.
and that be a word,
Disgustingly.
but it's a word today. Disgustfully. All right, it's an MP word.
I don't think you
MP word.
have to do that. There's a word for it.
I'm gonna use this word. Don't. It's
Gary's
Black
so
History Month.
distraught. He's like,
It's
no.
Black History Month.
It's okay. Sure.
It's a black man creating a word. All right. Disgustfully.
Disgustfully, y'all.
Disgustfully.
Okay.
So, what was the other word I made up?
You make up words.
Tremunculous.
Yeah, there's
Tremunculous. Tremunculous.
Tremunculous.
Hey, these words is bars, bro.
You didn't even remember your
Well,
old
fuck that
word.
nigga Webster. What Michael Dictionary? That nigga Webster ain't got shit on me. But yes, and
Well, it
so
is like Michelle, isn't it? No,
What?
no, Miriam. It's Miriam.
Miriam.
Why did I
Yeah,
say
I'm
Michelle?
Michelle. I'm like
I don't
Webster
know
and
if
Michelle.
It's Michelle or Miriam.
Miriam. It's Miriam Webster.
Yeah, Miriam Michelle
yeah,
Webster.
that's-
That's definitely like a black librarian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Yes, you disgustful people. Disgustful, man. I'm rocking with it, man. Just roll
Okay,
with me.
what about these? What makes them so disgustful?
Because
What did they do?
I've noticing, and first I'm gonna go with men, and they're very unnecessary. A lot of unnecessary comments. Now, disclaimer: I know I really say a lot of trash shit. I say bullshit, but I joke a lot with my trash funny shit. And I really said to people that I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? True. But for the most part, I'm very appreciative of anyone that is themselves, loves themselves, and be themselves. So now that disclaimer's over with, you disgusting motherfuckers talking about these women trying to be chose, trying to show off, telling they doing too much, or my
calling
lady pick me's, and my lady can't be doing that, or I don't want no nigga looking at my lady like this and being in her like. Y'all gotta fucking relax, man.
Well, it's just a lot of pots and kettles.
Man, fuck all the pots and kettles. They need a pot upside their head.
Is what it is. I mean, you can't complain about something that you also look for and look at. But so these same men, they're complaining, but they're like Safari. He was like, all these girls just naked, just to be naked. I'm gonna teach my daughter. He said back in the day, we had to imagine girls naked and just close our eyes. But these days, men don't even have to do that. They just naked for no reason. And my daughter ain't going. I'm like, nigga, your whole wife. That's how you caught her.
They have an OnlyFans.
That's how you caught her.
Doesn't matter how that's how they caught her. They literally currently, as he tweeted that, have an OnlyFans.
So it's like, how are you? It's just mind-boggling to me that these men fix their mouths to say things that they look for. Like, you can't complain about that when that's what you look for.
And that's
I don't get it.
But it's a form of control though. The thing is that that woman that's doing the busted challenge that everybody's fawning over is a woman that I can't attain, and I've deemed it that I can't attain that one, so therefore I get to talk shit about this one.
Yes, so, it's a lot of that,
and so I can say that she's doing too much, or she ain't even that cute, or y'all gassing her, or whatever. When in reality, if the shoe was on the other foot and that girl was giving them the time of day, they'd be right there with it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And my biggest thing is the fact that
same with the women that hate too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And whether or not the woman is a pick-me, because their pick-me's do exist. So whether or not the woman who's posting the video is a pick-me, it's just interesting that, like, I get it. Like, that may not be for you. You may not be the type to, because I'm not necessarily that type either. But I'm like, you can't really control what other people are doing, especially if they are adults. My only issue is if it's a child.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is that was the funny thing, where we had a friend actually who quoted
sex gonna sell.
Exactly. We had a friend who was, I think they were commenting on someone saying that, women should be, ashamed of themselves, or going as far as to do a busted challenge, or So the person was just like, it's weird that people say things like that when, like you said, they're looking for it. When if I was doing this stuff before we got into any kind of situation and or relationship, then why do you think you get to sort of change anything after we enter into that?
I had a debate with someone about that. He said you should automatically know to tone it down once you get in a relationship. I'm like,
it's like no. And so you
compromise
can't go for
in
those
ways,
women, right? Yeah,
but not in ways that change just your nature.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a free bird, that's how you got me. You can't get me and expect me to just cage my free birdness. If you want somebody like that, then that's what you need to go for. There's plenty of women out there. And that's the thing. Men think that, I'm sick of all these busted challenges. That's your feed, because not every woman is doing busted challenges. There's plenty of women that are not doing it. Yeah. So your feed is full of busted challenges because these are the women that you choose to follow. Yeah. Follow women who don't do that. There are plenty. Right. If you're so mad about it.
And one of my biggest things, not with just men and women, is that what these people do is now put these people more sheltered to not want to be themselves. Like, it's social media. It's a whole new day and age. I get the Safari point of what we couldn't see, but Nigga, we ain't have cell phones like we do. Internet wasn't free like it is now.
That's even a lie. I mean, the paintings in Renaissance were like 90% nude. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
but
you know,
I'm just trying to keep it simple.
People saw titties everywhere, all the time.
Sexuality's been out
throughout history.
Sexuality's been out in fucking years. It's just who controls the media and the narrative of it towards a certain group of people.
Exactly.
That's all it is. But what it is to me is that and it bothers me to a T, is that especially when it comes to black women, when they are when so many ethnicities steal from black women, looks, style, creativity, so much, and when these black women decide to express themselves, we're so quick to just really be demeaning to these women, and I hate that, because just as a black man understanding what the hell I gotta go through, black women have to go through. And when a black woman wants to be and decides to just put on a sexy ass dress and shake her ass for 10 seconds, what the fuck? Or wants to feel sexy for 15 seconds.
It's the mixture of black women, for one, not being used to being seen as free creatures, but also mixed with that is us being exploited in our history in America. And around the world. So with those two mixtures, people get a sensitivity when we decide to do it ourselves, because it was forced out of us for so many years and decades. And so for black women, for us getting that freedom back is controlling it ourselves, doing it because one, we're sexual beings. Everybody is. But when we do it, it's different, because they're so. Everyone, including black people, including black women, are so used to seeing ourselves within this construct and only this construct. And if it's sexual, it's only bad because it's been exploited. When we do anything sexual, it's not supposed to be good. And that's something that's conditioned in us. And that's something that needs to stop. Granted, we do have we're kind of flooded with over-sexual material, yes. And that's what's chosen to be sold more than non-sexual material. Yes,
but
however,
that ties back into what you were saying about the history. They use that. They use it in order to say, for instance, like in those times where they said, "Oh, being sexual. The only thing being sexual can get you is being sexual for your master, or being sexual with each other is bad." Yeah. That was all they knew of being sexual. So that was what it was put on them. And then, but in turn, they were sexualized because why they were being sold as sexual beings. So it was a really constricting thing for them, or conflicting. Sorry.
And just being is considered sexual as a black woman. We could wear the same thing that as a white woman is wearing. Right. But it'll be more sexualized on us simply because we are black. Because
in those times it was because we were seen as the foreign.
Or even now.
Right. But I'm saying that's what it's transferred from. Yeah. Is it was being seen as like, oh, this woman, this white woman can be wearing this slip and be seen as, oh yeah, that's my wife. It doesn't even matter how beautiful she is, but then this black woman could be wearing the same slip, and I just see her as more of a sexual being simply because it's foreign, simply because it's something that's not of my culture. And so that's literally how it's gone through the ages. And now you see it. Everybody looks to obtain a black woman's image. Why? Because that's what's been seen as the sexual thing that all men go after.
And the warped part is a lot of people don't want it in a dark woman's body. Like they want, the phrase, everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. So it's like,
and it's time to be a nigga.
When it comes to the black woman aesthetic, they pick and choose the things that they want, everything but the dark skin or the nappy hair.
I heard this. I think it was a history professor brought this up to me before on a subject of colorism. But he said, "Why would you want to see the thing that's been killed so many times?" And I think about that when it comes to like dark skinned women, when it's like people shy away from seeing the good qualities of black women in a dark skinned body because that was the image that was seen as the slave image, and it was seen as the African woman, the quintessential, image that was hung and beaten and buried, alive.
And if it was a positive image of a black woman, she was mostly times lighter.
Exactly.
They wouldn't even allow, like in the jazz era, they didn't even allow black women singers to be dark. You had to be light. For men, it didn't matter. So
that's why they're not seen
for
as
women,
desirable.
You just weren't allowed. It was literally, if you the jazz singer, you have to be light in order to be And so we've gotten better, but we haven't strayed that far from that. You know, we still obviously see colorism in the industry, especially when it comes to women, but
rampant.
And it's just so crazy to me that people still like play coy and act like it's just not a thing, especially the men in the industry that are perpetuating it. And not to say that any of these light-skinned women are better or worse or whatever. It's just colorism. We know that they're going to get a better leg
Some
up.
do perpetuate the I don't want to say image, but the movement or the idea. That's better. Some do perpetuate the idea that there is no colorism, though.
Yeah.
Alexandria Shipp comes to mind, the girl the new Storm, has gotten in trouble in the media many times for
she gets on my nerves.
saying that, she, is
That's
not.
the chick that played Aaliyah, right?
I think.
In the drum line, right?
I don't know.
Both sucked.
I have no idea.
But
But yeah.
But to keep the conversation going, and to go along, keep going with the for black this treatment of black women expressing themselves. The Miss Beautiful young Chloe Bailey recently, with the last couple of weeks, decided to apologize or.
She didn't apologize.
I ain't gonna say apologize.
I didn't say apology.
Explain herself about being herself to the public.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about that? I didn't think she needed to do it.
I don't think she.
But
I feel like she did it more for herself.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Than anyone else.
Yeah.
I don't take it as people like y'all made her cry. I don't think I think she was just crying. Because you know how like when you get emotional, if you're like expressing yourself and then you just like
it's
get emotional
overwhelming.
and it gets overwhelming. I think it was just that. I don't think it was like, oh, the internet, now I'm like going to go kill myself. To me, I didn't get it. People, I'm saying like people were commenting like under it like, y'all leave her alone. And like, she's
no, but I mean, that was
a little bit of a driving force.
Yeah, because
like,
here's the thing. She does and that's what I was going to say. She handles her social media.
Yeah.
It's clear that she handles her social media. So it was a little bit that. I think it was a mix of she was checking messages and saw, whoa, this is getting out of hand as far as what people are thinking. And then it's a 50% as what Mike said, where she was just more so explaining like, all right, guys, look, let me set the record straight real quick. And so it really, I think people definitely went too far with both things as far as the initial reaction to her challenge and then also the cleanup or the sort of rally behind her, as far as that, because I feel like you said, there was no real apology. She was more so explaining herself, and the tears weren't necessarily like all sad tears. There was definitely more so just like a release where it was like, I'm just happy I can get to this point type thing.
Yeah.
But, like you said, I think it was more so overwhelming, sort of, she hasn't gotten that. Like I said, I think that they branched from probably a manager run joint account to now separate individual accounts,
and it was coming. I knew. I feel like all their fans knew it was. It was a matter of time. They're two growing individuals. I've watched them since they were YouTube. 9, 10, 11-year-olds. Mm-hmm. So it was a matter of time because you can only share an account with an adult for so long. I thought it was also very ironic that I think a lot of the people that were like complaining or whatever don't know their music, because if you see in their performances, she's worn way less and she's done the same thing that she did in the Busted video. So it was kind of like, what are y'all really complaining about? Y'all haven't seen, like, this isn't anything like extra.
Right.
It just seems extra because they have separate accounts and she's by herself and da 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 da.
And people have sexualized way less.
Way less, yeah.
And that's what I didn't get, and that's what goes
like
to Mike's
less.
point, where it goes to when it's a black woman, it's demonized, and it's more so oh, here comes the extra. And you get that because there's a sense of, like you said, Candace, whereas there's a sense of pride. There's a sense of, oh, we don't get to show this. We haven't gotten to show this. So here we are. We get to have this confidence. And then you get people who clearly see that. And I think that that's what a lot of people miss. That the general public, a lot of us sometimes forget that there are people whose actual agenda is to look at a black woman who is making progress and say, I hate this, and make a point to tear that down. And so we forget that it's not just like people being extra and hating because, oh, she's pretty. Like, there are people who just literally hate the image of a black woman being happy. And so it's like, especially now after the whole Trump thing that we had, where we have this whole transference of power, that now everybody goes back into their shell and back into their hiding. And you're going to get those behind the keyboard people who are literally just smiling behind an account that probably could have a black person's, face on it, or it could have a black woman's face on it, and is saying mean, hurtful things in order for Chloe to think that, oh man, I'm getting attacked by my own community. And that's really not even the case. And we have to even think about that stuff. And so it's like, with all that, said and done, in the scheme of black women trying to sort of take their individuality with something like that, I feel like Chloe did exactly what she was supposed to do. She got, maybe she shouldn't have said anything at all. There's an argument for that. But,
oh yes, I'm that person.
But I think that in the way that she presented herself in that, it let her fans know that she's not shaken by it. If she didn't say anything at all, there would have always been speculation. There would have always been a person who said, oh, but you don't know, she probably was torn up about it for weeks. You see, she ain't saying nothing about it. And so I think that saying something really kind of set that aside, got people to rally behind her even more, and she got it out. She was able to face that and be like, you know what, I don't care. And now she can go even further in finding whatever it is that she wants to find on that side of her sexuality.
It's funny, just listening to both of y'all speak, I had added to another thought of what I wanted to say. Because like you said, I was one of them people, I'm like, you don't need to explain yourself to them. But listening to you all speak as far as what herself personally and how she wanted to, what it would do for her, it was like maybe a release to like, let me let y'all know,
this one time, because I ain't telling y'all again.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is who I am. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I would have y'all know how, like, I just feel like it gets to a point where explaining yourself to people becomes unnecessary, because no matter what you say to a lot of people as far as explaining who you are and what you want to be and what you want to express for yourself to make yourself happy, they just they don't care, because there's something wrong with them. They just want to be assholes. They just want to just fuck with you. So it's like, fuck you. Like, if she would have said, y'all really got a problem with me showing myself, showing my sexuality, expressing my woman-like features, and showing y'all I'm a bad motherfucker, fuck you. Like, she should have said that. I would have loved that shit, because it's like, that's my type of mindset, because it's a lot, like, people just really want to say shit, especially the age of trolling.
That's a lot of it too. Just like, you just want to say something strong and wrong.
But you're also a 33-year-old man who's been in entertainment. Who she is a 23-year-old woman who just really hit her stride as far as popularity. That it's like,
and that's why I say in the beginning, it's like, okay, I get the perspective.
She definitely doesn't have that security to be like, fuck you.
Yeah. She did say in her, she's just now getting to the point where she's confident,
she did.
And which is crazy to me. They both have always been very cute girls to me.
That's why you never know.
You never know, and so let her revel in her beauty, because she's great.
I wanted to get into that, what she had said, because she had made statements as far as she started to feel comfortable with her body and how it looked, and expressing herself with the body that she has and loving it and things like that. As far as when it comes to black women, what you think is some ways we can be more, I guess, helping of black women express themselves, let them enjoy themselves?
In what way?
In a way of, especially sexually. This is my thing when it comes to sexually. That was a horrible question. I ain't even button it.
Like sexuality or sexually, like sex?
Sexuality. Because this is my thing. Sexuality is such a natural thing. It's here no matter what. You in a relationship, you gonna still look at somebody that you ain't dealing with in a sexual way. It's just who we are as human beings. What I feel is that over time, it's been pushed to the negative so hard on people's mind. And like, oh, you can't do. Oh, it's like, but we don't do things our body doesn't naturally have us react to. You know what I'm saying? We don't just wake up and for the most part we do, but our body, we get a sense sometimes of things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is it like? What's the thing about when you get older, your knee start hurting, mean it's finna rain or some shit like that?
It's true.
So, sexuality is just something we get a sense around. Now, controlling it, that is a very personal thing. Being smart, understanding it, but letting black women express themselves sexually and be free, because I really just do not like that they're so pigeonholed of being expressive of themselves, but so many people, other ethnicities, get to steal from them and express themselves with the same qualities, the same achievements that black women do.
Well, we're also still dealing with remnants of it being dangerous for black women to do so. So that holds a lot of black women back as well, like losing their job, losing this and this and that for expressing your sexuality, whatever that may mean for that person. But it's like we were saying earlier, it's looked at differently on black women than it is on anyone else. And so I know for a lot of women, it has to do with that, you know, like it not being...
Have you ever
not
felt
illegal, but like... It's just it's more dangerous for black women to do that.
Have you ever felt like that way, or felt like wanting to do something that you was like wanted to be very expressive with, and then you was like, nah, I don't want to, like, it'll probably you get what I'm trying to ask? Like, I don't want someone to say this or that or so like that.
Yeah,
or you feel like,
I mean, yeah,
nervous?
I can't think of anything like specific, but absolutely, I've had times like that, especially like in white spaces. You know what I mean? But these are things that are remnants of racism and stuff. So until like it's not just an isolated thing. You know what I mean? Like we have a plethora of things that we have to work on, and that's just one amongst all of them. Sexuality, but that it ties into freedom of hair and freedom of expressing ourselves in all other facets. All of it ties in together. So, you know, until we're progressing in general, it's not going to, you know, it's not going to change. Because
what just came to my head, I just remember I was talking to a friend about I think I had made a statement about guys stop being so insecure. Oh, guys, because I think some lady was like, no, it was like guys, I can't remember. It was a tweet. He was like, oh man, y'all letting y'all women out here show their bodies and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude. Like,
the word letting always grinds my gears.
But I had a
you see, I was like, huh?
So
right.
See that that shows that ownership, idealism, and that's when we say, sorry to cut you off, but a lot of times when we the concept of when we compare black women, when we compare black men to white people, like black men are the white people of the black community because the only correlation is the usage of male privilege. And that's when when men say things like let you, or the whole ownership and gaslighting, those are things that white people do to black people. And so when males do it to us intersectionally within the black community, that's how it's perceived. You're literally gaslighting me like white people gaslight us. You're literally like, it's mirrored in that way. And so we have to get out of that.
Yeah, because,
that's just male privilege. But a lot of those ideals come from white male privilege, not things that black people, you know, our ancestors and stuff originally did. It grew within us living here.
No, I get it, but
that aren't as healthy.
To finish the statement I was making. So, and we was discussing it, and I understood his perspective, but he was saying that. Well, he was a more private person, so I got it. But he said that one thing, he was like, now he was saying something about if my girl was famous, then it's understandable of her doing the challenges. But if not, her doing these challenges, it's like you putting something out there. You want something.
But see, that's there's the key there. You see there, the key there is if my
roll.
girl
I'm
was
saying
famous.
this because I do want to hear y'all point.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
The key there is if my girl's famous, I'll let it happen. Why? Because that's seen as part of his benefit. That's seen then if she's famous, that's seen as, hey, look, he got that famous girl that's fine as hell that be doing that busted challenges that everybody like. Oh, that's his girl. Where if she's an unknown girl, what kind of comments could roll in? The comments could roll in just like the one he's leaving on other girls' challenges. Oh, damn. Oh, not even that. Where they saying, oh, she doing too much. Oh, why? Who is she?
You let
oh,
your
she
girl.
not even that cute. Da, 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 da. All of that stuff. So
All of that is.
then it's not seen as a benefit to him as much. So no. Keep that keep that down. You know, you don't need to post no busted challenge. Da, da, da. Why would you do that? But of course, if she's famous, please go right ahead because I want people to know that I'm attached to that.
That's some bitch shit.
Now and see, and the thing is,
And it be the most machismo, corny niggas saying that shit, thinking that they some real niggas saying that shit, not knowing they sound like cowards and they sound like some motherfucking bitches.
and see, and again, I wanted to say to his defense, he said he's a private person, so he would probably already he probably wouldn't deal with a woman, but when
Doing that,
yeah, but
and don't down women. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I want to
if
say.
If that's not what you into, don't down.
So, and then the possibility of you even thinking, possibility of you even thinking about being with a woman that's quote unquote famous and would do it is stupid then. And that's like I said, you're lying to yourself because if you wouldn't do that, then why even input that into the scenario? You're literally doing it so that you could probably change her and so that you could probably quote unquote tone that down.
And like if my girl want to do it, I won't I
just say go for who you go. If the girl you like is doing it, then that's what you like about it. And it's included in what she's right.
Continue to do it,
and then you could also go after a girl who don't like to do that stuff. That's why I don't understand, like, people think we're dumb when it comes to like who you've dated. Like, y'all are stupid to think that we are gonna believe that you've only dated one type of person in your whole dating career.
Yeah.
So we know that you've dealt with the people who are out there posting on social media all the time, and we know you've dealt with the people who barely had a Twitter and all of that. Everything in between, we all have. So stop lying to yourself and stop putting that image on other people and other black women or women to say that, oh, you're doing too much, or to say that, oh, you know, we shouldn't be doing this as a community. What are people thinking? I saw that a lot too. Yeah. Well, a lot of black men was, oh, what are we thinking about the young black women in the community?
These same niggas be cheating.
Like, come on,
like fuck all of them niggas. And honestly, you know, if every woman decided right now to never show a nipple, only show their eyeballs.
Don't do that.
Everybody would be fucking complaining.
I'm complaining.
I'm not one of them.
Where's the feedback
all
box?
Them
I'm putting it.
That always got something to say about the black community. You know, the extreme hotep motherfuckers who are looking too close and aren't backing up and seeing that that's more detrimental by not letting anyone have their sexual it's bigger issues.
Candace be going in on the hotep niggas.
Because I don't even like to say that because hotep is an actual great word that we've diluted. I know. So I don't even like to. So I'm gonna take that back because I'm not gonna continuously dilute that word.
Started.
The word is let me not.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we've ruined the word. So not even. But the niggas who think they super. What he was saying, the super woke dude people that think that, but mostly be fronting. You know what I'm saying? Like those. Why don't none of your words have G's on the end? No. Because when I get into it, I get into it.
But my thing is, it's like
they be the main ones. Like if every girl decided to walk around with this on, big shirt, baggy shit every day, you. I
like that, but
and you know what?
You be mad.
And I want to get to that point. This is the thing. So we can get close to wrapping up. That's a good little. Go ahead. When it comes to this sexualization, you can wear that. Right. You don't understand. You in your mind.
I'm still shooting.
There's so much sexual shit in my head.
I know, but I'm saying, but my point is just saying, like, if they were covered up all the time, like, men like that act like they don't never look at girls who ain't covered up.
But the issue is that there are more simple men than anything.
That's all I'm saying.
And the simple man can't.
I know I'm sexy.
Their imagination can't go past something like that.
Like, this is my thing.
And say, is she sexy? Like, it doesn't work. Their brain doesn't work that way. It don't have that level. So it's like you got to put it in front of them, and they be like, okay, she's wearing a dress. She's the sexy one. She could be butt ugly, but she's the sexy one because her titties out. And then see somebody like you wearing a big baggy t-shirt and some sweats, and be like, nah, not her. Not even take 2 seconds to look at you. And that's the crazy thing. That's like the majority of the public.
Big shirt and baggy pants. I'm already got.
Because women are like that too. There's definitely women like that.
Oh,
and that's why I don't want to say men, but this general public has that sort of mentality. But man, it's the black women, I think, get the worst of the absolute bottom of the barrel when it comes to the ability to have that freedom in expressing their sexuality and individuality, especially through sex. Because the funny thing is that you can express sexuality, all right, and it be seen as overt. And we could probably wrap this up with my comment. Sorry. It could be seen as overt. But you could also express sexuality and it not be seen as overt. And most other demographics get to do that daily. You see white nude art daily. You see people who are white in nude in media daily. Game of Thrones got about 7 pasty asses per episode. Okay,
and it's just looked at completely different.
I swear to God, but damn, if you had a all black led cast that had that much sex, Power was called soft porn just because it had those sex scenes in it. When Game of Thrones literally per minute had literally twice as much sex and nudity in it, and so you literally just I don't understand how you get that sort of stamp on it because of the color of your skin. And so that's what I mean by
maybe because we make sex look better.
It's just like I said, the foreign. It's the foreign. When back in the day when women and men when black men were fetishized and seen as bulls, like that literally was put on them. What do you think of a bull? It's simultaneously the most dangerous and most workhorse thing that you have in your stable. You know what I mean? So it's like, I have to put that on you. Black women seen as witches and things like that because it's something I can't even understand, the sexualness. I don't even know where she taking me when we in bed. Mm-hmm. I feel something else other than I'm just getting my nut off. My eyes is rolling in the back of my head and she must be a witch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And having that displayed on you, then that's why we get translated into what's nowadays, where you get a black woman who simply wants to wear a revealing top and people being like, oh my God, you're doing too much.
Fellas.
Let Sally next door do it. And it's like, right. Sally, America next door.
Fellas, stop thinking if your woman ain't showing nothing, ain't nobody looking at her. It ain't happening, bro.
They know that though too. I don't know why men get conveniently dumb.
All sexy.
It's everything.
Yeah, if she's sexy. She's sexy. If she got it, she got it,
bro.
Right.
It's gonna show
in whatever she wearing.
It's not about the clothes.
It's if my girl want to go, do it.
And if you getting with your significant other because they look good in a certain state, be prepared to be disappointed. Because that state is going to literally go down in appearances as you get older. So you probably shouldn't do that.
And fellas, we gotta get us be more secure with ourselves. I was troubling right there.
Candace was waiting for the pause. She said,
fellas, we gotta start being more secure when we are with beautiful black women, bro. The shots ain't gonna never stop. I'm gonna just tell you.
Secure is the word.
Look better.
Secure is the word.
The shots will never stop, bro. I'm talking to a beautiful woman. I know guys gonna shoot. I was shooting at women. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna happen, bro. You trust your woman.
If you trust her, right? If you trust her, and the thing is if you don't trust her, then you gotta work that out. You gotta
fix that, bro. And if she wanna show,
and they be putting that on the women, and the women be believing it and taking it and thinking that they gotta dim their light for these crusty, dusty, ashy ass.
That's why I say you got to work that out for yourself. I didn't say work that out with her. I say you got to work that out for yourself.
Don't date nobody.
Because it's usually a personal problem.
Hey, let her show it. I want you to look, because then you going to shoot. And then when she Dikembe Mutombo your ass, you the goofy nigga. You feel me? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just let your women be what they want to be.
Don't get
bro.
on the nerves.
Let them express
you gonna get on the
themselves,
nerves,
bro. Because black women have to deal with so much.
Right.
They
But
deal
you
with
let her
too
be. She gonna
much.
lay your dirty
Deal
jaws
with
no matter
too
what.
much unnecessary.
Somebody bigging up
Let
in them DMs, boy.
Let them express it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm
Sure
saying?
is.
Especially because you gonna get shot
Y'all heard the
down.
saying, the world, or somebody quoted, the world is in such a detrimental state because the black woman is the worstly treated.
Yeah.
We did
No.
create everyone.
I had a-
so just
I saw-
imagine, we're healers first, and we bring motherfuckers together. Imagine if we've been so mistreated. So imagine if we just weren't for 3 generations. You know how great the world would be?
Oh,
It'd be amazing. Yeah, I had a.
We just reciprocate what we get.
I had a woman that was not black comment to me on Twitter, and she was like, what would you do if your woman, posted a bunch? I was like, she did. I loved it. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, and so
Let me drool over you.
Right. Because the thing is that's why I feel like, okay, if you don't want her to do that, you must not be proud. That's what that equates. That's literally all that equates to. Because if she's doing it, the challenge, it's not bust a challenge with a guest. She by herself.
I saw a porn version.
I mean, sure, but they was
I did.
together.
Hey,
Right.
hey,
I did. I
hey,
seen
that
plenty
shit
of
was
those.
crazy.
I saw.
That shit was
a lot.
crazy.
Yeah,
Shorty-
some of them.
Shorty was-
Hey, those was kind of cold. Not gonna lie. Right. So listen,
OnlyFans.
but
I
I'm
was
saying
like,
for the most
whoa.
part, it's busting challenges with herself. She try to post it, feel good about herself. I'm like, yes.
If she feel good about herself, she gonna treat you better.
Right,
The fuck?
you gonna bring her up and then she gonna
You
come
ain't
home.
doing nothing
And then
but making it worse for you
Listen,
by
I'd be
treating her
like,
like
baby,
shit.
wear the busted challenge video outfit. That's what I tell her. I'd be like,
Silhouette.
wear the busted challenge outfit. Go put the wig on that she was wearing with the busted challenge.
Now,
That's
if
what I
she
tell her.
don't want to do it, I'm not gonna force it either. If on her to fit, I ain't gonna force it either. But if she come with that energy and she like, go ahead, I wanna, because I'm gonna. I see. I guess it's because of me. I'm gonna look at the kind of like, buddy, trying to your ass ain't going, nigga. What you say? Hey, that's not bad, bro. But your ass ain't going.
If you're
nigga.
smart, say, hey, send it to me first because I want to be the first.
Really
to see
quick,
it.
what's funny is that 90% of those men, if there was a men challenge where they had to flex or show something at the gym, they would want to post something and want their woman to be right up under them in the comments, bigging them up, go baby, oh you look so good, and be able to post that. And how dare my woman say I can't post this challenge where I got all my muscles out and I'm flexing, I got all this water poured all over me, trying to look like sweat. You know what I'm saying? And gray sweats on in the gym that I never wear. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
and last and not least, fellas, stop taking over these women challenges, bro. Like, let
Did
it
y'all
go.
see
What
the male
happened? I started
silhouette
seeing guys
challenges?
doing it. I'm like, bro,
I saw Jim busted challenge.
I saw a male silhouette
Okay,
challenge.
but
And
No, that's not okay. Not okay. Don't say okay.
My thing is don't take over women challenges, bro.
Make your own.
Sit down.
Let the women shine.
Enjoy.
Bro. Just chill, relax. We got a bunch of other shit we can do. Let these women shine, bro.
Yes.
Love y'all motherfuckers.
And shine they are.
And on that point, we finna get up out of here. Cause I wanna go see a black woman.
I'm about to
Beautiful
go.
black
I'm
woman.
about
She
to.
cold too.
I got the challenges bookmarked. We're gonna see what today's offerings
The
is.
silhouettes, the busts was beautiful, man. Y'all motherfuckers stacked, bro.
we'll keep creating.
I
I'm
see
sure.
why the Kardashians steal from us, bro. We're beautiful.
Why everybody steals?
Everybody.
We've
So
got good material.
we finna get up out of here. Of course, it's your boy MP here. As always, my man to the right.
Mr. Gray.
And the lady of the couch.
Candace Joy.
And as always, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, Uneducated Genius.
Who?
Y'all get all. What?
The YouTube.
Okay. Rewind. So make sure you all hit the subscribe button. You also subscribe. So you all are subscribed to the YouTube channel, Uneducated Genius, so you'll be notified for all videos and all other future productions on the channel. Also, make sure for my social media lovers, make sure y'all following us on Instagram at LFTC Podcast and Twitter, LFTC_podcast, as always. And my audio listeners, they be vibing in the car, getting their jog, chilling at the crib. Make sure you are subscribed to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Spotify for all your listening pleasures. And make sure y'all continue to be black, continue to support black, and continue to always say, fuck you, man. We up out of here. Yes, sir.